Welcome, friends. In this session, I will be sharing with you my iPad, and we will have a demonstration on the principle of radar. So let us start the session by starting the presentation on my iPad for the radar system. Radar, RADAR, is basically a short word of radio detection and ranging. In this initial screen, you will find a radar screen is there where the objects are displayed in the form of various dots. So basically, a radar is a system, is a communication system that is used for detection of the object and the range of the object. So radar is basically a radio echo. In the radar system, a signal is being transmitted in the surrounding area. Basically, it is a pulse, a high power pulse is being transmitted in the surrounding area. And this high power pulse, when it gets struck on the surface of the object, then it gets reflected back. By measuring the time difference between the transmitted pulse and the reflected echo pulse, we can determine the range of the target. You might have been visited airport in your area, and you must have been observed that every airport has a tall building, and on the top of the building there is one revolving antenna, the antenna that can move in any direction. So this antenna is basically a radar system. You will find that in India, radar systems are widely used in the air traffic control. So all busy airports such as Mumbai Airport makes use of radar systems for controlling of the traffic. And before we actually discuss the basic principle of the radar system, let us understand the frequency spectrum. You will find that in this slide, there is a frequency spectrum. On one side, we have frequencies. On the other side, their corresponding wavelengths are given. So you will find this is a range of frequencies up to 10 to the power 11 hertz. That is, the radar frequencies are basically the microwave frequencies, or in other form you can call them as the millimeter frequencies, because their wavelength is in millimeters. And these frequencies are used for the application of radar system. In this frequency spectrum, you will find that the different frequencies are being mentioned for radio waves, infrared waves, ultraviolet rays, X-rays. So radar frequencies, you can say in the frequency spectrum, are in the middle portion. They are neither too low, they are neither too high, but they are the frequencies in the range of gigahertz, or many times we call such frequencies as microwaves. So microwaves are used for the radar system. In radar frequency bands, there are different bands available, such as L band, S band, C band, X band. Based on the application, the frequency band is being selected, and such frequency band is being utilized for various applications. So whenever we will discuss the various applications, then we will see what kind of frequency band is being preferred. Now let us understand the basic radar principle. So every radar system basically contains a transmitter and an antenna through which the high power pulse can be transmitted. This high power pulse, you will find that can be transmitted from this antenna. This high power pulse will be propagated towards the object. Object can be anything. For example, the surface of the aeroplane can be an object. This pulse, this is a microwave pulse. It has a property that it will travel in a straight line. And like that of light rays, this pulse can get reflected back from the surface of the target. So this pulse, when strikes to the surface of the target, it gets reflected back and it comes back to the antenna. So in most of the radar case, you will find that only one antenna, a single antenna, is being used for the transmission of the pulse and for the reception of the pulse. This reflected pulse is being called as an echo pulse. So this radar system can be used to determine the target range, but it is not only used to determine the target range. Many other factors can also be determined by using the radar system, such as target angles, the size of the target, the speed of the target. Many times the targets are in motion, and in such a case, we can also determine the speed of the target by using radar system. Such radar systems makes use of Doppler effect, and therefore they are called as the Doppler radar systems. And apart from that, we will find that the radar system can also be used to determine the features of the target. Now we know that the velocity of a pulse can be given by a formula. V is equal to d upon t, where d is the distance traveled by the pulse and t is the time required. Now, if we know V and if we can determine t, then we can determine d, that is the distance. of the target. This distance of the target is called as the range of the target. In case of radar system, we use microwaves, and microwaves are the radio waves of which the speed is equal to the speed of the light. That is, V in this case is equal to C, and it is 3 into 10 to the power 5 kilometer per second, or 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So we know the value of C. If we can measure time, and if we divide it by 2, then we can determine the range of the target. Now the question is, why should we divide it by 2? In this case, we divide this by 2 because the measured time is a time for a round trip. That is, the pulse get transmitted from the transmitting station or antenna. It travels towards the target, and then from the surface of the target, it is reflected back to the same antenna. That is, this signal or pulse is traveling a double distance, and therefore whenever we want to determine the range of the target, then we need to divide this by 2, and therefore in this formula we will find that whenever we want to determine the range, then we will take the product of velocity of light, C, time required for pulse to come back from striking the surface of the target, and this whole equation is being divided by 2 to obtain the range of the target. This is the simple principle on which the radar system works. Practically, we will find that the range of the object depends upon many parameters or many factors, and mathematically we can derive a complex formula to determine the range of the target. But for any radar system, the basic principle remains the same, and it is range is equal to C into time divided by 2. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, my friends, for watching this presentation. I hope that you must have been understood the basic principle of the radar system. In the coming videos, we can discuss some more complex phenomena that are associated with the radar systems. After watching these videos, if you feel to write something, if you feel to give some comments, then your comments are always welcome. Thank you. Thank you all.